our first lock on the Mississippi. See if it's any different. Scared. Same system with the bollards. Nothing new. Ooh, squeaky. There's the wall in the back. That's just raised a little bit, but maybe it's still coming up. Yeah, the wall definitely goes up higher. Squeaky, very noisy. Hurt your ears. Zebra mussels. Doors are starting to open. Not a bad drop. Maybe 10-15 feet. All in all, a success so far. So we've heard all about Hoppies, that it's a must-do stop on the loop, and we were going to pass it up because we were a day early, and then they ended up having space for us, so we ended up staying, and we're so glad we did because they actually did a whole review of I forget the woman's name, but I will put it down, and they did a whole review on what to expect going south in the rivers, and there's a lot to know and learn, and these were great suggestions, ideas, information, and everything. So it is a special place. It's kind of cool. We just took the dogs out and the train came by, and it was really sweet. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you a little bit about Hoppies. There's nothing here really, but it's peaceful, it's quiet, and it's really nice. Nice little sand beach over there. They've had this in their family for like 90 years. It's a pretty classic spot. We got Hootie Hoo over there, Perfect, and a couple of other loopers. I love the stillness and the quiet. You could just hear the little katydids or whatever they are. Gonna head back down to the dock. There's a big hill here, but gonna head back down to the dock. A little wobbly, a little rough around the edges, but classic nonetheless. So glad we came here. It's actually just like 3 barges, I think, tied together, and you just dock on the barges. But they have diesel, and I don't know about pump out, but they have good prices on diesel. And there's Miss Tasha Lynn. old-time gas tanks. Not tanks, but you know what I mean. Let's go in here. The briefing, that's what I meant to say. This is when they gave the briefing. Nothing fancy, but definitely classic. Would highly recommend. But you can't be picky. It's not for you if you're picky and highfalutin. Just left Hoppies, which I explained what that was about, and I'm glad we stopped. It was very informative and it was cute. So we are on our way to Kimmswick, that's where we just were at Hoppies, but we are on our way to a barge. I call it Kosciuszko, but I know it's not that. But we're going to be tying up on a barge. There's very far and few between marinas here or anchorages because the water apparently is very low. So we tie up to barges, which it's kind of almost like a lock wall. So that's what we'll be doing today. I think we got like a 4-hour trip, and we're just working our way to Tennessee. So see you later. Not the most scenic place. The watercolor is not very nice, very kind of brown and murky, and nothing much to see along the way. This is probably a nice park, believe it or not. A lot of commercial traffic. It's not the nicest we've been to, so looking forward on just cruising on down and getting out of here. I shouldn't say that. Forward to cruising on down and getting to a little nicer scenic areas. I guess there are some nice areas. Wow. Oh my goodness, these look like some nice houses over here. Lots of floating debris in the water. You gotta be on the constant lookout. A lot of logs.
So good morning. We just left Hoppies after a bike ride around the little town of Kimmswick, which was very cool. Tiny little town. A lot of folks transformed their homes into little stores and shops. You'll see some photos later in the video. It was cute. And now we're traveling on the mighty Mississippi. We're dodging logs. There's a lot of floating debris. We have a 2-knot current behind us, so our normal cruising speed of 8 is now bumped up to a roaring 10.2 knots. And we're cruising along. I'll turn the camera around and show you up ahead. We have some barges that are pulling into a conveyor, an elevator on the Missouri shore. As we're traveling, Missouri is on the starboard or right side of the boat, and Illinois is on the port or left side of the boat. The Mississippi is the border between the two states. And there's a railroad line that runs along the Missouri shoreline. And what happens is these barges, which could come up as far as from Louisiana with goods, could be sand, gravel, coal, grain, any number of things, you name it, they ship it. Goes on the barge. The barge goes to a place on the land where they can, get it off with some type of machinery, and then it could go into a truck, or it could go onto a conveyor belt into a silo, or right here in Missouri they have open railway cars where they take the goods, pump them into the cars, and send them off to their next destination. There are a couple of loopers in front of us. We're heading for the Kaskaskia Lock and Dam, where we're going to tie up to the wall, spend the night there, and then tomorrow morning we'll go through the lock and head further down the river. So we just kind of headed off this morning at around 9 a.m. When I turn the camera around, you'll notice there's a fog, a light fog that looks like smoke on the water. That famous Deep Purple song, we sing it every morning here on the Mississippi. And I hope you enjoy the rest.
This is 30 containers on this barge. 3 deep, 10 long. So this is mile 130, and there's crazy kind of currents and swirling and just really wicked waves. I mean, this swirling, and it's just currents meeting, I guess. Going a little wonky for sure. Good morning. So we are leaving Kaskaskia Lock Wall, where we spent the night. You couldn't even get off the wall to get to land, so that was a little bit I don't know, got here midday, so, and it was also 86 degrees, which is quite unusual for October 5th, but had to hose the dogs down and keep them cool, but it was a peaceful, quiet night, and now we're out of here. We are heading to an anchorage where there's not a lot of boats can fit, and like I said, the anchorages are far and few between, so it's actually a beautiful morning. It's very flat. I love being up this early. I've been up since 4. I couldn't sleep, but I love cruising at this hour. Nice and peaceful. We are on our way to an anchorage where they don't have room for too many boats, so we might have to raft up or whatever, but like I said, the anchorages are far and few between around here, so we'll see what we could do. Long day today, so we got an early start. Although not beautiful, everything does have its own beauty in its own way. We're still rocking and rolling, and he's like a couple hundred feet behind us. My goodness. These are the insane waves that guy just caused. So here's a dredge operation that we constantly see. Those pipes go down, I guess suck up the dirt and stuff, mud, sludge, and then over here they displace it, spew it out over there. You get a behind the scenes view over here on cruising the Mississippi. Water's raging on the dam side, heading into the lock. peasy. A lot of debris in the water though. There's our friends Hootie Hoo. Hootie Hoo. All kinds of debris in here. All kinds. Big logs, little stuff. Gotta really be careful. Stuff can really mess up your props. Oh my goodness, a lot of dead fish. Must be the Asian carp. Wow. So we're leaving that giant lock right now. We spent the night on the hook last night. We did a 12-hour day yesterday. I think we went a little shy of 117 miles. I think that's the longest we ever went. And we arrived at our anchorage. It wasn't dark, but it was definitely after sunset. But we did fine. There was other boats around, other loopers, so we tucked right in there and had a good night's sleep. Very calm and peaceful, and woke up this morning, and we're ready to do it again. Not sure where we're heading, but we just try to keep moving ahead through this area. And the river is like serpentine. It just goes, it's like a snake, back and forth and around, and you gotta like dodge these giant barges with all this cargo, and it's a little scary at times, but Gianni's a great captain, so he's getting it done.